From London, I'm Guy Johnson with Vonnie Quinn over in New York. This is Bloomberg Markets. Time now for Futures in Focus. Let's go to Chicago. Let's bring in Phil Streible of Blue Line Futures. Phil, WTI's down a little bit today. Brent's down a lot today. The Saudis are pumping north of 12 million barrels a day. Does that spread continue to tighten up, and where do you see the lows?
Yeah, we do continue to see that spread tighten up. And if you look at crude oil on the front month is most likely going to hang right around this $20 a barrel range. Right now, the crude oil demand, it's at the lowest level since 2014. What we like to look at is quarterly data on the Q1 oil demand, 94 million barrels. Q2, what we just started right now, about 89 million barrels. Remember, when you look at crude oil, 2/3 of that consumption is gasoline. So with people being forced to shelter in place, stay indoors, that gasoline demand down significantly. The other thing that we look at is distillate demand. That's the fuel that's used with shipping. That's also come down quite a bit as these ports and manufacturers shut in. And then finally, that third aspect, that jet fuel demand, that has just completely collapsed. So we don't expect crude oil prices to continue to go up until we get to that third and fourth quarter. Fourth quarter will be back at more normalized amounts, right around that 100 million barrels per day. So that's, if you look at the curve, you go out to December, crude oil futures are already at $32.
Phil, we're topping off the tanks. What happens when the storage is full?
So the deal with that is that they're going to continue to store this crude oil, this gasoline at the moment. But when we get farther out into the curve, that's when the demand picks up. Hopefully we can get out of this shelter in place somewhat soon, see some of those avenues for demand, and it'll start eating up some of those productions. But if you look at the inventory build we saw today, over 13 million barrels, they are definitely storing crude oil everywhere right now. So prices are going to continue. You don't want to be caught on the short end. You don't want to be caught in these first few front months. You want to be farther out if you're going to play this. So you got to look at options going out into 2021 if you're going to see any kind of the supply come off, the demand kick in.
Phil, great to see you, or not.